Hi there, my friend. In today's video, I am sharing with you my super easy, simple, and delicious recipe for making arroz con pollo, Puerto Rican rice with chicken. For my arroz con pollo today, I am using the boneless and skinless chicken thighs. I'm only using about 6 from the pack, but if you are making a larger quantity, feel free to use as much as you want. About 1 to 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of diced red peppers. You can use them or not, I just love the color it gives and the flavor. 2 heaping tablespoons of sofrito. If you don't have sofrito on hand, you can use a fresh cilantro. And I do have a video where I show you how I make my sofrito. The juice of half a lemon to marinate the chicken. I just love to have my chicken be nice and tangy. I love that flavor. 1 packet of chicken bouillon, 1 tablespoon of adobo or to your taste, 1 to 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1 teaspoon of paprika. And today I'm going to be using some olives, but this is absolutely optional. You can completely omit this if you don't like olives. I usually make it without. About 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using avocado oil, but you can use any oil of your choice. And 2 tablespoons of butter. I just love to fry my chicken in butter. I feel like the flavor it gives is really good. First, going to begin with marinating my chicken. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of adobo straight to the chicken thighs, 1 teaspoon of the oregano. I love oregano. And then 1 teaspoon of the turmeric. Turmeric is so good for you, so why not use it? You know, it adds color to the rice, but also color to the food. And then, you know what? I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the paprika. I'm not going to be using sazon for this, so I'm kind of making my own little thing here. I'm going to add about a little pinch of pepper. I have this veggie pepper here, so I'm adding a little pinch. It's almost like a 1/4 teaspoon. And then I'm going to add the juice of half a lemon in here. I always use a fork to poke through the lemon. And I feel like it makes it easier to squeeze through. Now that everything is inside my chicken, I'm going to go ahead and mix everything together, just so those flavors make it in through the chicken. You know what, to this, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. I'm gonna say about a little teaspoon of oil to the chicken too. All right, now that my chicken is all seasoned, I'm going to let it marinate for about 30 minutes. You can prep this the day before and let it marinate in the fridge for super amazing flavor if you have the time. Letting it sit and marinate for 30 minutes is not 100% essential if you're in a pinch. You can honestly just season and start cooking it right away and it'll still be amazing. But today I do have the time, so I'm letting this chicken soak in all those flavors for 30 minutes. Right, so I am going to start this by turning my pot to a medium high. I'm just going to be using one of these skillet pots type of thing. If you want to make this in a deeper pot, you absolutely can. I am using 2 tablespoons of butter just to brown my chicken in. You don't have to do that. You can simply use some oil, but I personally love the flavor the butter gives. On the side, I do have some pink beans going on, some Puerto Rican style pink beans, because anytime I make this rice with chicken, I love to serve pink beans on the side with it. I do have a video sharing how is it that I make my Puerto Rican style beans, so I'll link it up above for you to check out. Now that my butter is all melted, my pan is ready to start browning my chicken. So I'm going to take my chicken thighs and I'm going to be browning them on both sides. One side, then flip, and then brown the other side. Each side, I'd say, takes approximately 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, that side has been cooking for about 5 minutes. Now these are boneless chicken thighs, so they don't need super long to cook through. The smell from the beans and the chicken cooking is just so delicious. Alright, now I'm gonna let things simmer in here for about, I'd say, 3 to 5 minutes as well. Use your judgment. Depending on the pot that you're using and depending on your stove is going to vary. So in this process, we are not just browning our meat, we're also extracting flavor from the chicken itself, and along with that we're cooking our chicken thighs about 70 to 80% of the way before placing it on top of the rice. Like this, I'm gonna flip a little bit again because I don't want that pink on there. When I put it on the rice, I don't want there to be visible pink left over. I want the majority of it to be cooked. So at this time, I'm gonna remove my chicken thighs from the skillet. Oh, yummy. It's looking fantabulous, y'all. Looking so good. You see those little pieces of chicken in there? I'm just gonna let it make magic in there. I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers, add that sofrito. And I'm not so worried about the bottom of the pan because all that is going to be gravy. This is that delicious flavor that we were looking for, you see? The sofrito makes it all pull apart from the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of garlic. Garlic is delicious. And I'm just going to saute this right here in all that flavor that was released from the chicken thighs. Now, people have asked me before if you can use a different cut of meat for arroz con pollo, and the answer is yes. Absolutely, you most definitely can. You can use chicken breast and chop it up and then add it into your rice, but I feel like the chicken thigh is the most flavorful and the quickest one to cook with. I've also been asked if you can make arroz con pollo using bone-in meat. The answer is yes, but I strongly recommend to cook the chicken ahead of time completely before putting it in the rice, because really you don't want to risk the inside of the chicken not being cooked, since the bone, it takes a lot longer. What my mom used to do is that she used to boil the chicken first and make like the broth with the chicken legs, and then she would take the chicken off the bone and use the juice that you would get out of the bone, kind of like that broth that you would get out of the chicken thighs, or not the chicken thighs, but the chicken drumsticks, to put on the rice itself instead of using the chicken bouillon. All right, so this right here is looking amazing. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my avocado oil, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of it. Whatever oil you are using is absolutely fine. You can use the canola, you can use the olive oil. I've been experimenting a lot with the avocado oil and I'm really liking it. All right, so once we make it to this point like this, it's been sauteing for, I would say, a good 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add my rice in. Now, I did wash my rice beforehand. I personally wash my rice. Some people choose not to. That's your preference. But I like to wash my rice. I'm going to go ahead and give this rice a mixing. I'm going to add 1 small little teaspoon of turmeric, just for color enhancement. And then to this, I'm going to add adobo. And then I'm going to come in with 3 cups of water. Now, I had forgot to mention that I'm using short grain rice for my rice. I love using short grain rice and my family loves to eat it, but you can do this with long grain rice as well. I'm gonna add my little chicken bouillon. And I almost forgot to add my olives. If you don't like olives or any of this stuff, you don't have to add it. This is just optional. Everybody has their own little variety that they like to add to their food. Now, I had my fire at about a medium-high first, then I turned it down to a medium. Now I'm gonna turn it up to a high. I want to bring this to a nice boil so that the water just evaporates. It's very similar to how we make our arroz con gandules. Okay, I mixed it all together. Now I'm gonna let it do its thing. So once your rice looks like this, we're gonna give it a nice big mixing from the bottom up. Nothing is really stuck in the bottom on mine. If yours is, just scrape that rice off. And go like this. And then, remember the yummy chicken? We're going to lay it right on top, like so. Looking so good. You can go ahead and turn the burner down if yours is pretty dried out. Come on, chicken. Doesn't want to go in. I like to put it, whoops. I like to put my thighs facing up like this. Looks nicer. And then you see this yummy juice here? We're not going to throw that away. We're just going to spread it around like this. That is flavor. That is goodness. So now we're going to place the lid on it, bring the burner down to low, and we're simply going to let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, so our rice has been cooking officially for 15 minutes. Look how delicious it just looks. So yummy. And you can, like on the sides, see how nice and fluffy the rice is looking. It's looking really good. Oh, look at that piece of chicken right there. Yum. All right, if you want to make sure that your chicken is done and you're not quite sure, just use a thermometer and stick it in. All right, my chicken is reading over 200, so it's definitely done. Your chicken should definitely be reading at least 165 degrees, and that's why the boneless chicken is better, because it'll just cook thoroughly much quicker. Good. All right. Now it's time to dish out this goodness. Now, arroz con pollo can be served just as is, just the rice with the chicken, or you can do what I do and serve it with a delicious side of Puerto Rican style beans. So make sure to check out this next video for that recipe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.